War Room Roundtable. I am here with my friends Victoria Dean, Steve Schaff, Dean Cambray, and Eric Swanson. They all represent different divisions of a business. We have CFO bookkeeping, we have information technology, we have brand storytelling and all marketing channels, and HR and payroll staffing work. And so we've been gone for a while, all because of good things, but we've been all really busy. So we're going to spend a few minutes just chatting about what we've been up to and some tips and tricks. So let's start with you, Victoria.
Oh, put me on the spotlight. Awesome.
I know.
I think over this last month, there's been a lot of internal development. I've really taken a big step back as a business owner from just the constant grind and taking more time to reassess where I am. So this month is our 4-year anniversary, so it really is that time to start thinking about our 5th year and that exponential growth and what that means for us. And with that has been a lot of thought process, more of employee retention, growth, right? Taking those leaps like we were talking about before of it's so hard as a business owner. We get so busy and bogged down, and then we need to hire somebody to help us, but then we don't have the extra time or sometimes even the extra revenue to be able to then hire somebody else to alleviate that stress, and it just becomes this repetitive cycle that we're stuck in all the time. And at some point you have to just break that, right? And so that's kind of what it's been about for me as a business owner over the last month. But I think it really pertains to all businesses, right? I think that we all get to this point as business owners where we become very busy and we're ready for the next step and the next growth, but we're just not sure how to get there. And so it's so imperative to take a really good look at like our strategic planning and our budgeting and say, is this the time? Even though it can hurt a little bit in the front, is it the time, right? Can I suck it up for the next 5 or 6 months and dedicate another 20 hours to training somebody so that I can alleviate 40 hours of my time, right? And it has to be done, and it's hard to do, and we become tired and we become anxious, and things start to slip through the cracks if we're not careful. And so we just, I think that we have to take it with grace. I heard yesterday, right, that somebody was telling me about how in their business model and in their business plan, a part of that is being thankful and having gratitude, because where we are today was a goal before, and we don't take enough time to think about the fact that we are living what was once our dream and our goal, because we're aspiring to the next one, and we need to take time to have gratitude and be thankful for ourselves and for our team and for the people around us that help support us to get us there, because it's a lot of work.
Awesome. Well, yeah, and your daughter got married, so
I know.
You've been busy on a lot of things.
I know, it's been awesome.
Steve, what about you? What have you been up to?
Well, let's see. Speaking of daughters, my oldest graduated from PSU in English, and thanks. Didn't have anything to do with it.
Yes, you did. Be quiet.
She had great Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, she had great Wi-Fi. She actually got an internship with Walt Disney.
Oh, cool.
So she is spending 4 months in Florida at Walt Disney World, and then she's gonna go to Australia for a year and screw around. And then we have no idea.
I do not want to be blamed for anything that happened.
Don't call Dean.
Don't call Dean. Check. But on the
time of her life.
But on the business side, July's been busy for people, like businesses moving offices. I don't know what the problem was or anything, but I've had 2 clients move businesses, and they're like, hey, we're moving businesses from this location to this location. I'm like, okay, great. When? Tomorrow. Okay. Do we have Comcast lined up? Oh, they said they'd be ready. Yeah, no. They're not ready. So, little tidbit, you got to give Comcast about a month, if you're going to move, about a month to get them in line. But what I did was I put in a cellular Wi-Fi unit, so at least they had internet and they were able to function until Comcast was able to get a line to them. So
That's genius.
yeah, it was. I actually kudos to Uma. They drop shipped it, like I called them on Friday. They had it at that location on Monday,
Cool. Wow.
ready to go, and I'm like, damn, all right,
Cool.
sweet. And so they were up on Monday, and there it was Friday.
Knock on
Right
wood.
in there was Friday.
I thought it was under the door.
Yeah.
Somebody better record.
Oh no, I knock on wood. When I hear good, I knock on wood.
Bless his heart.
Yeah.
So, Dean, tell us what's been going on in your world.
I've been really busy. I've got a lot of projects on. I've got a few documentaries. We've just had the summer edition of Edible Portland drop, which is good.
Very
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Do a little
So-
show share.
Ooh, ooh.
So with that, I do a lot of the kind of physical stuff with that, a lot of the photography and some of the editing. But I
Found
also I look after all their online. So we've probably got 5 documentaries due in September, all to do with people doing great things. You know, I've started a new client who owns a restaurant group in Portland. They've got 7 restaurants, and it's interesting. They bought these restaurants during COVID. They bought 4.5 restaurants
Wow.
during COVID, and they've expanded to 7 now.
Ballsy.
Which is interesting. That fact most people are just hanging on.
Mm-hmm.
These
They're
guys
growing.
yeah. So they're doing a book, so I'm publishing that for them, doing all the photography, styling, building that out. They also want to become. They want to reputate. Well, they want documentaries about what they do because they love Portland. They love their staff. They're not one of these type of chefs like when I cooked. It was the chef was a superstar. When the photographers come, they always come on your day off. You know what I mean? Where these guys, they're all about their staff because they know, you know, they've got 7 places. They're doing a phenomenal amount of food. So they're celebrating that and the growers, and it just kind of builds out. So I'm in charge of doing the deals with publishers, although I think we're going to self-publish, and then do distribution deals and just kind of build out all the media. So as when the book publishes next year, Mother's Day, everyone knows about it. So
Very cool.
pre-sales, all that type of thing.
Very cool.
So yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, should be good.
So during our hiatus, for me, I've been in the bunker. I got a new position. I changed jobs about 5-6 months ago, and I started off the role with the idea that I was going to kind of be on a speaking tour. You know, I wanted to just reach out and contact some companies that I haven't felt comfortable reaching out to over the past 5-6 years, and I've been blown away with the idea that I just wanted to tap their pulse and kind of get an economic outlook on what are they seeing out in Eastern Oregon or Southern Oregon or here, you know, locally. And they've been not only, you know, taking my phone call, but we're talking for hours, and now we're proposing business with them. And so I've been in a bunker mentality, talking to probably 30, 40, 50, probably 60 businesses a day through email, reach out through LinkedIn and phone calls. I am just a blowtorch for activity right now, talking to businesses that have 1 employee to 150 employees, businesses that are moving, buying buildings, moving out of their current location. There's at the beginning of the summer, actually, pardon me, in second quarter, there was a lot of talk, and the unknown was the third and fourth quarter with respect to tariffs and the political policies of our nation. That was a big part of the conversation. This summer, as I've gotten really into a bunker mentality and reaching out to businesses, there's a lot of people on vacation. There's a lot of people that are so a lot of out of office emails, which is good because people are out recreating. Our culture has a commitment to mental health. I sense, you know, that people are actually taking time, and our workforces, our businesses are encouraging that, and that's not what it used to be like, say 5, 6, 7 years ago. But
I love the culture shift.
I've doubled down on my networking partners. I'm more invested in them now more than ever, and so I'm just seeing a real. There's a lot of complexity. There's a lot of contact. I'm talking to more people every day, and I'm really getting a good vibe on where things are. And when I think I I have an idea of where things are. I talk to somebody and my opinion changes that afternoon, you know, so it's there's a lot of activity, and I'm optimistic because I'm creating a lot of it. So I feel like there's opportunity always around the corner with somebody, and it's giving me more opportunity to be able to refer businesses and have more conversations. We talked about this yesterday. I don't want to be known as a connector, but if that enables me to be able
you're
to
definitely known as a connector.
create opportunities, I want to be able to do that, and it's because I'm more enthusiastic about what I'm doing and the people that I have around me.
But I think that you're considered a connector because you're finding the more organic marketing strategies of, right, actually having referrals be word of mouth and like pulling it from a sales force. So I mean, that is kind of what happens, right? If we're out there connecting all day, that's our networking and our marketing for a lot of us.
So
and that's
for example,
like 90% of your marketing, right, in sales.
Correct. Yeah, and a lot of it is referrals, you know. And my type of business, calling a company and saying, "Hey, have you ever thought about outsourcing your payroll, your HR, your workers' comp, your benefits? Do you need a new benefit plan?" It just doesn't happen that way. It needs to really be somebody where they're having pain and they bring them to me.
Well, those are the best clients, is right, because we are here to serve a need and fill a need. So those are the clients that we're looking for, is those that have the need, right? And how can we fix that?
And you know, and the thing that I'm struggling with most of all right now is primarily time. I just don't have enough time. And
Amen, brother.
I'm at that point now where I appreciate
Put an hour work
I
weeks over
appreciate
here.
it more and more. As he looks at my gray hair, I've been gray since 18, you know, I'm 19 or 20, but
No, I think he's laughing at you because he's like working twice as many hours right now.
but like, you know, but for example, we're talking about Eric at Boyd Motor Works.
Yeah.
If I hadn't been in this meeting today, strategizing about Eric, I wouldn't have realized. I have a client that does, they're at an auto spa, and he specializes in foreign cars, and so he does detailing and everything, and he's just across the river.
Oh yeah, that's a great
in
connection
downtown.
for them.
And so that's what I mean. This gives me a reason to reach out to Ryan Masry and say, hey, maybe you and Eric ought to connect or talk in some way, shape, or form, but not having it be forced, you know? Like I'm having opportunities like that.
The organic connections are the most important. I mean, that's what my business is founded off of.
So I've been full tilt, full press, full contact. I'm working till 5 o'clock most Monday through Fridays.
Banker's hours.
Wow.
And as a business developer, you know, like how many times have I played golf this summer? Twice.
And you're part of that fancy golf course.
He's really at the coal face.
Yeah, he is.
So
First world problems, hashtag.
You know, I'm in a bunker mentality, so it's exciting that I'm feeling like I'm getting a chance to talk to a lot of people, but I'm also frightened because
Don't be frightened. You're going to be
time
great.
is not time is not on my side right now, and what is life? You know, if you could get everybody to buy from you on your time frame, on you know when you need it, that just doesn't happen. Businesses want to wait; they have time that they have to work through. So I just
Go
don't
for
have
it.
the.
Just cut them off.
This bunker, is it full of sand?
It's full of something. It's full of something.
It's a
but-
septic tank.
But you know, I'm as confident as I've ever been because I've got really good people around me now that I think are helping me. So
I love it.
So is a bunker called, the sand trap is a bunker in golf? Is that what it does?
Yes, it is.
English call it the bunker, don't they?
yeah, they do.
Is that what that is?
No, I'm in a bunker mentality. I'm like in the
You're in the
basement.
sand?
Let's put it this way.
The bombs are dropping.
This is a war cabinet, and I'm in the underground with Churchill right now. I'm trying to make this work. So I've been empowered to kind of feel like I'm in business for myself, and I've got to make it happen. And so I like being under the pressure, but I do need a break. But I'm excited about the opportunity that's around me. So I
We all need
don't
a
foresee
break, I think.
vacations happening for me, for a while.
Yeah, feel that.
But it's been exciting, and I'm really happy.
How about you, Miss Gabrielle? What's new in your world?
My goodness, so the summer has been still pretty slow in my world. I think with the summertime, like the market is still pretty slow with the last couple of years. Properties aren't moving like they used to. So I'm hopeful in the years to come, the economy will pick back up and things will get better. But we're wrapping up Q2 in terms of like strategic planning, halfway through Q3. And so for a lot of my clients, we're planning those meetings for the Q4 and getting the annual business plan for 2026 off the
Starting to
ground.
look at next year.
Yeah,
100%.
'cause it'll be budgeting season coming up. We need to be forecasting all of that. So, I mean, I'm stoked that even though it's middle of August, that it'll be January before we know it.
100%.
So, yeah.
I'm the
Yeah.
same way. I'm already like towards the end of the year. Like we always live 3 or 4 months in the future.
We
so
put a tree up on the weekend.
I feel ya. I mean, it is time. I
Well,
saw Halloween decorations and Christmas decorations the other day together. I was like,
It's really, for me, one
Yeah.
of the first times in my career professionally where it's August 14th. Is that the date today, August 14th?
Something like that.
And I am obsessed with 1/1. I'm obsessed with 10/1. I mean, I'm obsessed with these 5-6 months out. And I have these employers that I'm talking to that have really committed plans about where their time is booked all the way
Yeah.
out till, I mean, and it's no joke, you know? And so I just find that that's what I mean.
the crunch time is coming.
Time is a
Commodity.
it's not a commodity. It's I don't know.
So
It's not the word I want to look for. It's
commodity.
really more of an asset that I'm lacking. That I don't have a lot of time because there's only so much you can do in a day. You know, so.
Especially when you knock off at 5.
Right.
Coming from a business developer who Friday afternoons, particularly in our culture, our regional culture here, the people stop working in our valley around
Right.
12 o'clock. It's done, you know.
And yet you're not on the golf course.
No, and I'm the one that's working till 5 o'clock on Friday still, and I haven't done that in a long time because I'm enjoying what I'm doing, but I'm fighting that because culturally everybody is kind of taken off because this is why people want to come here. It's a way of living. It's
And breaking those social norms is okay. Not
Yeah.
working 60, 80, 100 hours a week
Agreed.
is okay. Not just okay,
More than okay.
it should be a norm.
Yeah.
so
And with that, I feel like we should like take a break.
Oh my gosh.
rhetorically, how do you tell an entrepreneur that you've got to take a break? You can't.
You go,
You know?
hey, we're taking a break.
They don't, you know.
You call it a
Entrepreneurs.
conference and you get everybody there to take a nap.
But you know what I mean, though. You know, I mean, if I consider myself that, you know, they don't get vacations. They don't whine about the hours that they're going to work. And
We
so
don't
I
get a
feel like
choice
I
as
can
business
relate.
owners.
I know that each one of us can relate to that. I can relate to what Eric is dealing with right now at Boyd Motorwork. He's under siege. I find that what Eric
think
is
most
struggling
business owners
with.
are.
How does he get all these new ideas that we want to bring in? And he's kind of like he's buried and he's got nothing but turbulence around him.
Well, that's exactly what happens. We are on an island. How do we delegate that information out in a way that we know it's going to be held properly and that we don't have to be responsible for it? But also, that takes time and money. Right? And we don't have time and money, like you just said right now. There's not enough time in the day. I'm too tired. Thinking about adding more to that plate for a lot of business owners is overwhelming enough.
And how do they do it? Like, great idea. You can save me money, Eric. Great idea. You can a virtual assistant. That's great. Yeah, great idea. But the employers that I'm dealing with lack the infrastructure around them, their team, their operations
support.
manager, their office manager, their director. They don't have those types of people to help them
Correct.
move the ball forward. You know, like they have, and so we come in like consultants. We fly in and like birds, we leave a mess everywhere, and then we fly away and then give them a bill, and so they don't have this.
Well, that's not the goal. The goal is to mess it all up and give them restructure.
Yeah, consultants are like pigeons. They fly in, cause trouble, shit everywhere, and then leave and give a bill.
Is that what people think of me?
And so
To all the consultants out there,
Is
that what you think of me?
That's a quote I heard from a consultant that was a featured speaker.
we'll put a link to Eric in the bottom.
Yes.
Hashtag Victoria is.
And me.
And so, if Eric is listening to all these great ideas, what is Eric thinking? Great ideas, guys, but I'm the one that has to put it together. Thanks. I'm not gonna. And so, what do they end up saying? No, You know, no. I have a company that
Well,
is
that's
that
where
would
the
rather
fear
be.
comes from.
I have a company. I have a prospect right now that would rather be charged $195,000 a year by ADP Total Services versus $75,000 by me. And I haven't told her it's 75, but I've told her it's 100% less than what you're paying. It's 50% less than what you're paying right now. 6% of payroll. I'm going to charge you 3%. She's scared to move forward
Because she's
because
thinking of
she
the
doesn't
time-
know how to manage that. She
Well,
wouldn't
she's
know
thinking
how to
of the time and
transition.
energy, right? All she
And
is
she doesn't
thinking
have
about
time.
is time and energy.
And my overarching point is to talk to somebody like her to say, you need a vacation. You need to take a break.
Come here, darling.
Taking a vacation or a break is not going to solve the problem. See,
But sometimes
everybody
it does.
says that. You got to work on your mental health. And I'm being defensive about it because people say that about me. Me taking a week off for vacation is not going to help me get that problem solved. It might
I
keep me
disagree.
away from it to maybe let it wind down and it'll kind of figure itself out.
No.
But I don't know how people take these vacations and actually think that it's going to
So,
solve
I
it.
100%
And the business
disagree.
owner gets pissed off like that and says, you don't understand, you're not a business owner.
I think that it is imperative as business owners that we take a week off every year, not just for the enjoyment side, but actually for
I
our
do agree.
business side. Because if we take even a couple of days, even 2 or 3 days, and like go somewhere and close it off and actually like get a bunch of notebooks and put together like our goals, our 1-year goal, our 5-year goal, our 10-year goal, and then how are we gonna get there and how are we gonna accomplish, because we don't have that time. Right? Every day we're thinking about all these great things that we could do, but we don't have time to do it.
Right.
Right? So if we make a weekend or if we make a week dedicated to just that, where I'm just sitting down in my thoughts, I'm not stressed, I don't have to work, I can actually be the person that created this business in the first place. Right? When I first started this business, I had nothing but time. Right? And I had to think of all of these great ideas to bring in money. Right? And then I started bringing in money and I stopped thinking about that. Right? And so we have to get back to that. So I totally disagree. I think that unplugging for a few days and actually refocusing on yourself and your business is the number one thing that's going to make you successful as a business owner.
Right.
But we don't always we don't think we have the time to do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't though. And sometimes you, like say, using myself as an example, you have to build something into your week that gives you a little bit of mental,
Yes.
because you know, and it all depends on your deliverable. I mean, the type of business and your deliverables. So I had a conversation last week, and a number of people booked a lot of stuff for September, and it's not like it's got to be ready
Yeah.
because it's going
Tomorrow.
to be screened. You
Yeah.
know? So that for me automatically, if I wake up at 2 a.m. now, I just will just start going through this process. What am I going to do? I think you need to be able to think, this is where I am now. Is this sustainable? No, it's not, because you're going to go crackers. How do I alleviate? Some of these costs are in, you're really busy now. You might be, but then those costs die down. So how do you deliver? What part of your business can you give yourself some more time? And then you have to reassess.
And you have to do that, and you have to learn as a business owner to do that daily. And I think that is the biggest key, is that as business owners, we don't put it into our daily thought, so it doesn't become a weekly, monthly, yearly thought, right? So like I have lunch hour break, I have break, those things are scheduled into my week. I actually have a calendar invite that sends me a calendar reminder that blocks off my time so that you cannot book a meeting or time with me during that hour. And the thought process is supposed to be, Victoria, get up off of your desk for that hour and actually go make some food and sit down and do something else or go for a walk or do anything other than work
That
for that
appeases
hour.
me. See, that scratches an itch for me. That's what I'm trying to say is that you're authorizing that business owner to take control of something that they can control, and that's empowering. And that's kind of what I'm trying to say.
Well, it's not just empowering you, it's needed.
I vibe with what you're saying there, because that's just a simple thing.
Yeah, 20-minute break, get up and stand up, right?
And so-
I sit all day long, get up.
And so what I'm trying to I'm a marble mouth here, but I find that it's inertia. And the path of least resistance tends to be the best decision. They just don't move because they don't have
We take
people
care of
or advice
ourselves
to help
last.
them move.
Yeah, that's true.
We take care of ourselves
Yes,
last.
that's true.
And to be a successful business owner, you have to take care of yourself first. You know what I mean? Every multi-million billionaire takes care of themselves first.
It is my favorite chunk out of the strategic business plan.
Yes.
Is the personal goals.
Me too.
Because it is so easy to be all consuming on the baby, and the baby is the business.
Which I do. All the time.
But who takes care of the baby?
Nobody.
That's right.
Nobody takes, right, exactly. And so I have to take that time, especially because that is part of my business planning and it's what I'm giving back to my clients. I have to walk the walk.
So when the airplane is going down and the emergencies, things are happening, that's why you put.
That's why you put your mask on first before you help others.
And I literally struggled with that and argued about it because I'd say, no, I want to take care of my son first. And the idea would be, okay,
you can't
fine.
help him if you're not helping you.
But if you pass away, and so you've got to take care, and I'm struggling with that still. I understand it
I think we all do.
philosophically, but
I think it's an American culture thing.
I want to take care of somebody else before I get taken care of.
Well, I think that's inherent into a lot of really good business owners
But you
is
die
that they care
way.
about others.
But you can also die that way by not thinking for it's almost that's a short term.
Yeah. And that's what
idea
happens to your business because you become so overwhelmed and so consumed, then things start to get dropped, right? Meetings start to get missed, connections start to get lost because you're so busy, and then before you know it, you're back to where you were 2 years ago, and now you're not generating money anymore because you were too busy and saturated, you weren't able to give that time off.
So hiring another staff member or two might actually be the remedy to spark
That's what I said all the
revenue
time.
generation.
Right. And sometimes giving money into the business is what's needed, even though we don't have it. It's okay, I'm going to take a pay cut for myself, or I'm going to cut this certain thing out so that I can pay for this for the next couple of months, so that I know that then in 3 or 4 months, I'm going to make that back plus some because I'm going to have the time. Right? If I don't take a cut right now to give that to my new accounting manager, I'm not going to have the same time to sell, which means I'm not going to increase my revenue to ever be able to pay for her. I have to be able to give myself time to be able to actually increase my revenue to pay for her so that she can do more work for me so that I can have more time so that I can make more money.
Which is why I was encouraging you yesterday
cog in
about
the wheel.
waiting until tomorrow. Do you see what I mean? That's why I was talking about
I
that
know.
yesterday.
I love it.
I'm loving you and I'm feeling what you're saying because I want you to promote that aspect of it. Do you know what I mean when I was saying
It's
I
the
want you to
number
promote
one
waiting?
reason why not just a
I know
nonprofit,
that's
but
what you wanted.
just as TAC Consulting as a whole, how do we change the structure for business owners so that they have the time? Like Boyd, right? How do we do that to them? It's imperative.
I just wanted acknowledgement that as much as I talk, I do a hell of a lot of listening.
Oh, you do a lot of listening.
Bless his heart, right? That shows that I listen.
So much listening.
That shows that I'm listening to you and
So
what
much
you're
listening.
doing.
Look at
I want character.
Your ears
I-
are
that is where the greatness
And
started.
with that, y'all,
Well, it's been a great summer. We're happy to be back.
yeah.
Tackling 2026, helping employers.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us at the War Room Roundtable update. We will see you soon for our next episode. You can find us on all places that you find podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, and all the places. So we'll see you there.
In the next episode, I'll let Steve touch my other ear.
Good job.
I don't want to.
I don't want to. He said no.
I don't want to.
No.
That was like.